Hello everyone, this is Charlie Mantione and I want to spend a couple minutes talking to you today about leveraging your repair cycle. And I do think strongly, I feel strongly about the fact that this will improve customer loyalty. Statistically, you're going to deal with 9 to 10% of all your products being returned. Now this is going to vary widely. If your products are sold through the big box retailers that have a fairly liberal policy on returns, you may see higher numbers than the 10%, but really what we want to focus in on today is the number of returns that are going to come in for repair. You're really dealing with a subset of the total returns, and we can have another session talking about what to do with those that are being returned for other reasons, but we're going to talk specifically about clients that have had an issue and that are returning the asset for a repair. So this is the customer's first exposure after companies have spent months launching a product, getting everybody to talk about the product, marketing, manufacturing the product. The first opportunity for your client to really be exposed to your company is when they need you most, and that is that they've decided to buy your product and now the product has an issue. What do? This is an opportunity for your return cycle to actually create an environment that is a value added environment as opposed to a negative experience. The real issue here is customer sat, and a negative client experience creates an environment in today's world that they have immediate access to thousands, if not tens of thousands of people through social media. You can also use this as an opportunity to gain feedback from your clients. If it's a positive experience, you can get customer recognition. If it's a negative experience, that recognition is something that you're going to need to be able to manage and squelch as quickly as possible. So major contributors to this dissatisfaction are an issue: lack of visibility and extended turnaround times. The real question is, somebody spent hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. They have an issue and they're trying to figure out what's the most expedient way to get it returned. And if they've gone through the cycle of figuring out how to get it returned, they want to understand what the status is. If it's negative, and again, this is going to be slightly repetitive, but you're at the mercy of social media. Everybody has accounts, and their friends and the friends of friends are immediate, and the negative feedback is no way to get this back into the bottle. So these are a few examples that we were just up on one of the sites, and we were able to pull down very easily. We could have filled the page and multiple pages with negative comments, but the key thing is, what's happening with my device? Why is it taking so long? Where is it? So as we step back and we look at where energy is put in the selling side, the manufacturer does the market evaluation to determine what the quality of the product it's going to be. Then they market it and they finally launch it. Whether it's through big box, online, or a specialty retailer, we finally have an opportunity where a client has chosen to purchase. All of that energy, all of that time has been spent, and now there's an issue. They need it repaired. Well, this is where the adventure begins, when the damn thing breaks. And it is a interesting environment, because everybody takes you through the selling process and holds your hands throughout. But when something breaks, what do? It's typically on the last page of your web page. It's not easy to find, and when you do find it, how do you navigate it? So kicking off the repair process requires two steps. One is a service request, and then what do they do with it? So if they're fortunate enough to have a local environment that they can go drop the unit off, it's still not an efficient experience or customer centric. Or if they're going to ship it, do they have the appropriate equipment or appropriate boxes, packing, et cetera, how do they ship it? So a successful repair process is really focused on visibility. Where is my device? Was it a simple process to get my device picked up? And how do I move that forward? Predictable turnaround time. Once it's left at the repair facility, when can I expect it to be back? And can I check on its status while it's still being processed? So from a visibility perspective, if you're going to build this out yourself, you need the software systems, a defined process, and you need to implement this process. And it's not necessarily for the faint of heart. You need to invest time, energy, and effort in creating an efficient system and tool set that integrates with the rest of your back office. Turnaround time. You got to invest in the people, the technicians, etc., the facility, and training those resources on not only that product, but any other product that you're about to launch or your legacy products. And then fixing it right the first time. Continuous training, access to the parts, which is a key criteria for whether or not you can turn things around in an efficient manner. If you're not managing the parts inventory, it's very difficult to make it predictable. And then quality control. Has it been checked? Has it been double checked? Or is the total functionality of the device confirmed? So when we look at this, your repair process can either be a point of frustration or a point of joy. If when you step back and your client has been satisfied with the repair cycle, they may not go up and immediately post or tweet a positive response, but I can assure you that if anyone asks them what that experience was, they're going to talk about it, negative or positive, and you want a positive one. So from an investment perspective, we've invested in 90,000 square feet of technology and our facility. We have over 100 technicians working in our facility. We're certified, and our goal is to work with technology manufacturers in making this process efficient, effective, and transparent. If you have any questions, be happy to address them. Our commitment to our partners is really about being as transparent as possible and committing to our deliverables. I'd like to thank you for your time.